Sashikal everyone, this is Baaz. It's been a long time. I am back. Hope you guys are amazing. Thanks to Frogwares games. Today we are gonna play Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. So let's get started. Let's go. You know guys, why I chose this game? Because I love Sherlock Holmes and the puzzle games. So this is been my choice. Chapter 1, The Shadow over London. Baker Street. There we go. And this is a remake of 2007's version.
Dr. Watson, would you kindly close the door behind you so that we can limit the price of your carelessness to merely hours of work rather than days?
My apologies, Mr. Holmes. I found myself rather taken aback. I saw tidier houses in war-torn Afghanistan. Are those my surgical needles?
I ran out of tacks and the matter required immediate attention.
Was that my supper?
Plainly not, for I was the one who ate it.
I set it aside for this evening.
And for that I am grateful.
Is that my bed?
Watson, since you've proven yourself a master of observation, might I ask you to apply your skills to a more pertinent question? Namely, the whereabouts of today's newspapers. They are the key to everything. The newsboy is usually reliable.
Medically speaking, I often find that the key to everything is good sleep. In a bed. Your papers are here, on the table.
Let us see what the postman brought today.
I was missing this so much. Okay. Let's check objects. I mean, game. Enter. Okay. We can rotate.
Your order from Barnes' bookshop has arrived, Doctor.
Okay.
Barnes insists on delivering the books to our door, even though we could easily walk to his...
So this is a newspaper. Tensions between England and Sweden are running high. Okay.
Local gossip.
Good service.
All of it uninteresting.
Okay. Okay, there's a letter.
Another letter from Werner. I never reply, but they keep coming.
Okay.
I don't see the Strand. Where is it?
Pardon me?
I am on the precipice of uncovering a pattern of crime across London spanning many months and involving many men. The missing paper cannot be a coincidence.
That's preposterous.
My dear fellow, life is infinitely stranger than anything which the mind of man can invent.
Well, life used your newspaper to wipe its posterior, so after that unpleasant discovery this morning, I disposed of it. But in lieu of the Strand, perhaps I can deliver you something equally tantalizing. I have just returned from a patient of mine, Captain Stemwick, who...
No, that will not do. Grab your coat, Dr. Watson. Let us hope nobody has collected the dustbin.
It's getting started, yeah. So the Strand is missing. Okay. It's rainy day, why not dress something appropriate for the weather? Okay. Okay. Oh. So I have a lot of dresses. So for the rainy... Ah. This matches the TV show. I'm gonna keep that. This looks amazing. Okay, my bad. For the hat. Oh. Okay. This gives the proper feeling. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Sherlock doesn't look good in glasses and mustache. Okay, these are scars. No, not needed. Okay. Oh, we can choose for the Watson, Dr. Watson also. So it's raining. So for the rain. Yeah. And this also matches the TV show. Let's go. This is gonna give it proper feeling. Let's go. 22-1 Baker Street. Here we are. So yeah, just talking about the speed. Okay, we can rotate.
A cactus spine. If it gets in your skin, it's awfully tricky to remove, and when laced with poison, the perfect assassination tool.
And what else is here? Okay. Oh, this is a
You were
newspaper.
mistaken, Dr. Watson. The paper was indeed dirtied, but not how you implied. It's potting soil. See, Watson? The conspiracy is real. Someone tried to poison me.
Poison? You? That's madness.
Oh my god.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
Yeah.
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. I just sold my last paper.
Glassed. Then why are you still here?
Boss pays by the hour. No sense in returning early.
What happened?
You're a bright child. I presume you see everything that goes on around here?
Nothing gets past me, mister.
Then tell me, did you notice anyone suspicious at my door this morning?
Like the man with your newspaper?
Precisely. What do you know?
I know the value of a shilling.
Dr. Watson,
Cool, now I can take the day off.
What did he do with the paper?
did you see what he was up to?
Nah, not really. I saw him approaching your house, but I had a customer. Then there's a loud bang. I ducked down. Not because I was scared, because I wasn't. I had to protect the merchandise. And all I could see was him kneeling at your door.
Oh, so he fall down or something there? Where he was? You tell me about the man at the doorstep.
Can you describe the man you saw?
He was carrying a lot of books. Up to his chin they were.
Never heard of a well-read assassin.
Looks can deceive. Hence the appeal of disguises. Which way did he go?
Not sure. I was distracted by customers. Sorry.
All right. You earned your shilling. That'll be all.
Thanks, Mr. Holmes. Maybe I could be your eyes and ears. If you have more shillings.
Okay, so new voice testimony.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
Do you even have enemies that would want to kill you? Okay, perhaps from Cordona.
Get the Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
How about that Vogel fellow? He seems rather obsessed with you. Would he do something like this?
Get the Strand! Get your
Quite
copy
a
of the
fool
Strand
this
here!
scheme to murder you. A spine stuck to the newspaper is hardly lethal.
Yeah. So there's if
Get the
he's,
Strand! Get your copy of the Strand here!
he was holding book, a lot of books. So we also got today book, and he is from that bookstore. We need to find where's the map.
Get the Strand!
Okay. 22-1 Baker Street.
Get your copy of the Strand here!
Okay, so this fast travels us here. Okay, we do not.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Okay, so we need to find another store to get the newspaper. Let's get it there. Sherlock is very eager to read the newspaper. You want to know what's going on? Ah, Stanwick's Manor. This game is looking stunning. We have to keep an eye if there are any shops. I don't know if I'm going in the right directions. Drugstore, pianos and organs. Organs? Okay, that's weird. New. Okay, this is a newspaper shop. Can I buy here? No? News and reviews. I cannot buy it from here. What happened to the horse? Why is sitting that way? Okay. Something terrible happened here. I hope he's like horse is not injured. Where are we going? Okay. Okay. New voice testimony. The standard is missing. The newspaper indeed. Books from the Barnes. Yes. Okay, so Barnes bookshop. We need to go there also. Yeah. Books from the Barnes. New voice testimony. London advertisers. Who ruined it? Okay, new voice testimony, obviously. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. The news boy said suspicious. Man was carrying the stack books, and his morning the Barnes and the locals delivered a novel for Dr. Watson. Yes, the cactus fine for assassination. A loud bang. A visit to Mr. Barnes in order. Okay. Yes. There we go. Okay. So we got something. How to pin? Pin evidence. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Come now, Mr. Holmes. Murder? Yes, Barnes has his quirks, but he also has his
Chase book
scruples.
with pin and wire dressing. Try to find the bookshop. Okay. So we checked here. Let's go here. Barnes bookshop. Where's the bookshop? Oh, Barnes bookshop. Where is it? Oh yeah, straight. There we go. We are here finally.
A ruined newspaper is hardly the end of the world. We can always buy another.
Okay. Okay, this is the this is what Sherlock does every time. Bags under eyes. Okay. What more? Ah. Ink. Okay. What more? What more? He's holding book. Okay. Something is here. Leans heavy on the... Yeah, so he was here. Yes, that confirms it. High heel. Want to look taller. Okay. Blackmail. So we can choose two scenarios. So Barnes has large bags. He developed a limb. He wears high heels. Barnes. So blackmail victim or workaholic. He developed a limb, has large bags under his eyes. The result, long hours of intense work. It seems to be unlikely that such a person would be involved in a murder plot. Solid, the newspaper. Nevertheless, the Barnes could still be a pawn. So he was anyway. It doesn't look like a. Let's say workaholic. Let's see what
Mr.
happens.
Barnes, a word. Ah, for goodness sake.
What just happened?
Who goes there?
Sherlock Holmes. Now will you please...
Mr. Holmes. Golly, I did not see you come in.
Would you care to answer some questions for me?
Well, I wish I could, but I am deep in the weeds with work. How about we reschedule in a month or two?
Come now, Mr. Barnes. It will only take a moment.
Really deep in the weeds with important things. Well, help yourself to any book. Just take it and pay later. I trust you, Mr. Holmes.
Barnes doesn't seem like himself. Why is he acting this way?
You're asking the right questions, Doctor. Let's find a way to coax him out.
Okay, so there is something fishy. That's why he's scared. He must have done something.
The ladder is broken recently, judging by the freshness of the wood.
Okay. Barnes broken ladder. This is to consider. What is more?
I could hardly imagine anything more macabre.
Newspaper. Exotic plants catalog. What more is here?
Basics of cryptoanalysis, cryptography in Egypt. It appears Barnes has an interesting hobby.
Hmm. What more is here? Let's check. Okay. Something is here. Okay. Something to do with the...
In the language of Mycroft's secret agents, it's a sign. Dried flowers are replaced when the job is done. I wonder who the recipient is.
Hmm.
The finest view London has to offer.
Oh. So now it's getting there. The others.
An improvised stand, but it does make the flowers more visible.
Hmm. So this is specially been put here with the books. Why? But why?
Barnes has always been a little odd, but this is uncharacteristic even for him.
Hmm. Okay. Books from Barnes. Exotic. Why the Barnes acting so strangely? We do not know yet. Okay. We have to check that lady. If that's pointing towards her. There must be something here. Before talking to dog.
Hello there. What's your name?
Lily, I know, not very original.
Encouraging people to stop and smell the roses?
Our national emblem. God save the Queen.
Hmm.
The pot is damaged. The blow was severe, but softened by something. It must take patience and care to produce a bloom so beautiful.
I imagine so. I merely sell them.
Is this not complete? Okay, so what is more here? Okay, the cactus.
Familiar spine. Is this what I found in my dustbin?
Oh, yes. So he was carrying this one?
Anything tickle your fancy, Mr. Holmes?
Let's observe her first. Makeup for beauty. Fabric unusual for work attire. Brochet honoring a husband. Linwood change shoes upon arrival. Okay. There's one more thing I am missing. We cannot behind. It's something in the front. Isn't it anything in the hands? Okay, it's in the eyes, I guess. Avoids eye contact or distracted. Okay, so she's not. Okay. For beauty and clean boots. Honoring deceased husband. Mr. Fleece seems to make up to hide her tear-stained cheeks. Her dress is made from an expensive fabric. Okay, while she tries to bury his grief by dressing her, she still wears mourning brows in the morning. Late husband. Oh, late husband. Her gaze always starting off into the distance reveals the emotional detachment. Ready to move on and still grieving. So, Mr. Fleming wearing brows in memory of her late husband. Her dress is made of an expensive. Okay, her eyes constantly around street, seemingly in search of something. Perhaps she's waiting for someone. While, so there are ties connecting. Let's see. Ready to move on. So there is something
Mrs.
going
Fleming, you look particularly lovely today. Is there a reason?
Does a woman need a reason to look or feel beautiful?
No, but your distant look suggests you seek one man's gaze in particular.
Who told you that?
Nobody. Merely a keen eye and some simple deduction.
Well, I'll kindly ask you to keep your keen eye to yourself, Mr. Holmes.
I'll be off.
Okay. So we need to provide evidence updated. Okay, first let's yes. First we need to yes. Why Barnes is acting so strangely? Broken ladder. Oh, we still didn't got the answer yet. I don't think so. We got it. I think first we need to confront this lady. Oh, I pressed the leave that way. Okay. Choose the evidence character. Okay. To prove my statement, what I have said. What could be the rose for sale, actors in the correct part, character portraits, dead flowers, plant catalog. Mr. Barnes is involved in the scheme. Who seller that one? Okay. Portrait response. New versary, get the spine. Standard is missing. Book from Barnes. Okay. I think character portrait is going to be there.
Are you sure you're asking the right person? I'm just a flower seller.
Ah, okay. So that's wrong, I guess. Character isn't that? No. Maybe the Mr. Barnes. Okay, dead flowers on the display. Exotic plant. Okay, there's some plant. Wait. What was that? Barnes broken character borders of Prague.
Are you familiar with Mr. Barnes?
Yes.
No, not really. Well, in a way.
What on earth does that mean?
I know who he is, of course, but we haven't shared much more than a look.
A look?
Yes. Each morning I go for a walk in the park with my dog, and most days I spot Mr. Barnes there with his new puppy, so we see each other. Actually, we once met briefly while our dogs played. He was quiet and seemed unsteady as he approached, but since then, we've never spoken. I often see him staring through the shop window.
Oh.
Sometimes I wonder what he thinks about that would etch such longing onto his face.
So he keeps staring. Is it done? Or do I need to give more proof? Okay, more proof. The Barnes is more in the ski. Okay. Not this one's. Once broken ladder. This step in corner Barnes. Bookshop has freshly broken rug. Exotic plant catalog in the Barnes counter name catalog.
I'm afraid I can't help with that,
Okay.
Mr. Holmes. I don't know anything about this, sorry.
Okay. There are several books about the cactus.
One of these things is not like the other.
Come again?
The cactus. Those fearsome spines can prove a devil to remove, and the sap is often toxic.
And a rose thorn can give you tetanus, but we still grow them. The cactus seems comparatively harmless, though you have me thinking it must be valuable.
I was under the impression that you knew its price already.
Your guess is as good as mine. The first time I saw this cactus was when I came back from my break.
Mr. Fleming claims that she didn't know how the cactus appeared on her display. She went for a break, and when she came back, it was there. So I have to tell her that Mr. Barnes was there in the morning.
I'm afraid I
No?
can't help with that, Mr. Holmes. I'm afraid I
No?
can't help with that, Mr. Holmes.
Standard, okay. Standard is missing. He was testimony, okay.
I don't know anything about
Not
this,
this one.
sorry.
Okay, I'm bad at this.
I don't know anything about this, sorry.
What is this? Mr. Fleming and Barnes never speaks to each other, however they do each other every day, exchanging
Are you sure you're asking the right person?
That
I'm just
flower-
a flower seller.
on the display.
What do you make of the flowers in Barnes' shop window?
Well, they could use a bit of water.
Do they mean anything to you?
Mean anything how? I'm not sure I follow, Mr. Holmes.
Why do you think they're there?
Are you suggesting the flowers are for me?
It seems likely, does it not?
Oh, I hope you're right.
Okay, evidence updated. Okay, now yes, now I need to. I think we can answer about this. Book from Barnes. Why Barnes acting so strangely? Cactus, spine. Exotic rose for sale. Barnes broken. Cactus in the pot. Book from the Barnes. The stranded is missing. Character portraits. Dead flowers on the display. Character portraits of Mrs. Fleming. Oh, stranded is missing. Okay. London represent new voice testimony. Fleming is Mr. Fleming's on Barnes. Mr. Barnes is in here. I think a new voice testimony is going to be there, I guess. From this choices, voice acting because character power Mrs. Fleming. No. Mrs. Barnes. Mr. Barnes, yeah. Dead flowers on the display. What could be the reason of dead flowers? No. I think character of him. And from here, rose for resale. Cactus spine potentially poisoned. Barnes broken ladder catastrophe. Cactus in the book from Barnes. What was there among the ornament? There we see. Okay, no. Rose for examination of flower. Rose and What could be exotic plant? Cactus vine, potentially poisoned. Is it this one? Yes. Let's go. Okay, so these are not exotic plant catalog. Broken ladder, cactus. Let's try this. And from here again. Okay, so that was also wrong, I guess. Dead flowers on the display. Yes, could be the reason. The stranded is missing character. Mr. Fleming's. What she will think. He can be insecure about it. Yes. Okay, this is correct. Mr. Barnes is in love. Yeah, Mr. Barnes display in boutique of dead flowers to attract the attention of Mr. Fleming, a florist. He may hope she will come into his shop, give him watering advice, or could simply be a symbol of desperation. Barnes anonymously gifted her a cactus, which he ordered from the catalog on his counter. A questionable choice, but for Barnes a symbol of his eternal love, since the catalog presents this cactus immortal. Plainly, this is the same cactus he dropped down the Strand outside 221B Baker Street. Now to hear the full story. Yes. Yeah.
I think perhaps I have been chasing shadows.
Do not despair, Mr. Holmes. Even the best of us make mistakes.
Okay, now we know
You
a
better
lot
tell
of
Mr.
things
Barnes
about
what
it.
we've learned.
About Mr. Barnes. Now let's confront him.
So, Barnes has a dog now. Who's a good boy? Mr. Barnes, I know what you did, and I know why you did it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Holmes. I can't hear you very well from behind the door.
Still ignoring. Mr. Fleming's new cactus. My paper was ruined. No. If I will talk about her, he's not gonna come out. Let's talk
I
about.
couldn't read this morning's edition of The Strand because it was covered in soil and spines. I know you dropped a cactus on it and then fled. You ordered a cactus from the plant catalogue and then left it for Mrs. Fleming as a gift. You place flowers in the window to get her attention and wear high heels to appear taller and more desirable. You are her secret admirer.
Barnes, it's Dr. Watson.
He fell
Rest
down.
assured we are not interested in disclosing your personal affairs to anyone, including Mrs. Fleming. Please come out.
All right, then.
So, you know what happened then? I was on my way back from the post office, having picked up the cactus and some books. It was quite an awkward package, heavy too, and when I got to your door, I dropped the cactus in your paper. Forgive me.
I needed that paper to prove a theory and prevent a crime. Your actions were rather disruptive. Your clumsiness carrying the post is matched only by the clumsiness of your romantic gesture.
Oh, it's true. I am useless with this sort of thing. I'm not even sure if Mrs. Fleming noticed.
This is. I know what to do. So, do I need to come between the lovebirds? What should I go for? This is not really my area.
I have neither the experience nor the interest in navigating the finer sex and their peculiarities. Do what you will.
Oh, right. Yes, of course.
So, at last, we return to the matter of the paper. I'm investigating a string of burglaries. Did you perhaps read of any before the edition was spoiled?
I don't recall, but you're welcome to read our copy for yourself.
You had an issue of The Strand here all along?
Well, naturally. I am a bookseller. I have a subscription to every magazine and newspaper in London.
So you ought to be familiar with the concept of burying the lead.
Oh no, my apologies, Mr. Holmes. I'll make it up to you however I can. I am an expert on obscure languages and translation and.
Yes, okay. Just give me the paper.
Okay. Report authority.
Come, Dr. Watson. Let us put this matter behind us.
Farewell, Mr. Barnes. I hope to hear good news about you and Mrs. Fleming.
Let me know if there's any way I can make it up to you. Tell you what, tomorrow's edition of The Strand is on me.
Okay. Let's go then. This scene is completed. This mystery
Well,
is
that was an
solved.
utter waste of time.
An assassination
Yeah.
did seem rather unlikely.
There was supposed to be another burglary. I was certain of it. Something you wish to say, Doctor?
No. Well, only that you have a remarkable faculty for deduction and pattern recognition. And that perhaps, if ill-applied...
I see things that are not there.
Yes. It is London. There will always be burglaries. Doesn't have to mean anything.
So it seems. Forgive me. Without something to occupy my mind, I turn into an entirely different animal.
Which brings us back to my news from earlier. I think I have a case for you, a real one.
Truly?
Indeed. Though perhaps not as thrilling as your stories from Cordona. A patient of mine, Captain Stenwick, told me that his servant disappeared. I said I knew just the man to help. What do you say?
Oh, Watson.
Yes, I know it's not the most tantalizing mystery, nor the story to launch my writing career. But...
It's brilliant. Let's go.
Oh, good. Well, his house is nearby. Come.
Okay, Stanwick's mansion. Okay. Let's go. Okay. He was pointing here. Yes, let's go. But this is looking so cool.
Not much further now.
Is this the one? So, yeah.
Is this lousy attitude of yours because of my altercation with Inspector Lockhart? Did he put you up to this?
Sir, the inspector has nothing to do with it. I'm telling you the same thing I tell anyone seeking a missing person.
Good day, gentlemen. Forgive the intrusion. Captain Stenwick, this is my colleague Sherlock Holmes, the consulting detective I told you about.
At last, a professional. This useless officer refuses to do anything about Kimmy here, my missing servant. What was your name again? I shall be certain to inform your superiors.
Sergeant Ruffles, and it's my superiors who made this decision, sir.
Why won't you in? No.
Have there been other disappearances lately?
Of course, here and there. But when life is tough and opportunity comes knocking, you can't blame those who answer.
Why won't you?
Why has the police department decided not to help?
We investigate murders, thefts, fraud, arson, real crimes. A servant walking away from his master is not our highest priority. That said, if we find Kimahia breaking the law, we'll be sure to notify Captain Stenwick. Now, I must be off. Best of luck in your search.
You heard that, didn't you? The way that man spoke to me. I shall need your written testimony, then we can lodge a complaint.
Captain, perhaps Mr. Holmes' time is better spent learning about your servant, so that he may begin his investigation.
Ah, yes. Quite right. Fire away.
Okay. Can you describe Kimia? When did Kimia vanish? Where does he live? Okay.
Tell me about Kimahir.
He's foreign. A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen, and as strong as two. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing. I invested a lot of money in him, so he must be found.
This looks like a serious matter. Okay, when did Kimia vanish?
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
Had he run away before? Why would he run away?
I take it this is the first time Kimahir has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause any damage, I will bear the responsibility, for it was I who rescued him from savagery and brought him here to England in the first place.
Is there any reason Kimahir may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Did Kimahir make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No. I kept his wages in my safe.
So he
for
did not
security.
even
All right,
took
Captain,
anything
I
from...
think I have enough to get started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Captain Sandwick's investigation. Okay. So this scene is complete.
Why are you still here?
Okay. Let's check out. Is there anything? The shack. Let's go. Okay, something is already here.
Chewing tobacco.
Okay, footprint.
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
Is it the one where it is not showing? Okay, I need to hold this.
Looks like a knee print.
Knee print
Someone
hiding.
knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Okay. Concentration helps you pick up smaller details about RB. Yes, when you see wavy green circle, press RB to observe. Okay. Oh, that happened. That was observation.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Okay. Okay, another. Let's. Barrel tracks, wheels.
Who could have left these tracks? They seem fresh. A scrap of Hessian. These were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Broken wood. Yeah.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here. A small navy spyglass.
Evidence. Okay.
No air coming through it. Button chops. The remains of a meal. The ashes are long since cold.
What is this? Oh.
Heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
A Maori nose flute. Ngurus, they're called.
Okay, that's a flute.
Clothes made of hessian. Is Sten really so miserly?
Window.
Air coming through it. Is this a taniwha, a Maori water spoon, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
Okay, this shows the pinned. Okay, it's blinking. Okay, this is completed. Where is this lad? Where does give me a trial lead? We cannot answer it yet. Any observations? I can see. Okay.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone?
There's.
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Okay. Things have been happening here. Are there more things to investigate? There's been something pointing. Oh, now it shows something. Key print. Okay, there's a key.
Yes, Stenwick is no angel,
Unusual form of band left. Okay, we cannot take that key. Okay. Oh, there is something. Oh, okay. Okay, so we need to solve this. What could have happened here? In here also. Reviews be next. Okay, so there are more scenarios we got. We need to get the correct scenario. Okay. For the trial, yes, I have to put this on the. Oh, I can see this. Oh yeah. Parallel tracks. Grow. Pile of logs.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't see it anywhere in the garden.
Anything? Oh, one scenario we can see here. Something happened. He fell down. Okay, I need to choose the correct scenarios, but I cannot change. If I go close, B next. I cannot even change it. Well, let me talk to the owner. What does he says? Provide evidence. A lock with an unusual key.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimmy here and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Okay. So, trial in the Stegby's garden. Closing the chimney.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Trial in the captain. Closing the chimney.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Close made of Hessian. Spyglass.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimahir's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it.
Stanley says that he's only giving me a key. Okay. Is not recognized. Okay. Clothes in the chimney.
Where on earth are you going with this?
Clothes made of
I came
Hessian.
across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimahir's?
Yes. I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
No, that can always wear clothes that made of sacks. Okay. Clues in the Stanwicks garden.
Are you joking? Why would I know this?
Footprint in the
Do you happen to know Kimahir's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest. But I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot.
11 size
Despite
is
my
very
best
big,
efforts,
yeah.
he simply did not take to shoes.
Chewing tobacco. Someone's.
Has Kimahir ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimahir's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
Okay, so then. There was someone else. Definitely. Let's go. This helped. That was the right choice. Coming to the man for asking. Okay, we got a. Yeah. Now it's all blue, I guess. First. Previous. It was not here, the spyglass, so this will be the first one. I think so. So this, if this is not Kimia, then he's not the one, then it will not be this. So either second or third. So spyglass cannot be here, so I think it's the second one. And now this scenario, what could happen here? Yeah, this could be Kihimia, but if we took the guy, yep, that could have been the yes. So I will choose this one, third one, and from here, what could have happened? The other guy have fallen, the Kihimia, and then what's the third one? Or he might be, yeah, that can be also the case, but I will choose to. Maybe he tried to fight him. That's what happened. That's where. Okay, this will make sense. So there's only two scenarios. He's sitting here. What's the second one? He's sitting here. Where is he? So he's not here. I don't think he was here. Okay. Oh, yes. Someone put the thing there. Yes, so this is going to be this one. And he was thrown here. Something is here also. Why to validate? So what is the other situation? He opened it. Okay. The first and the second one is wrong. If this one is not the right one, then the third one will be. And there is spyglass. Oh, so maybe the other guy bought the spyglass here. That could have been the case. We are very close. Very close, yes. Not this one. Okay, so this. That's validated. B. So the third one is confirmed. Okay. So this is what happened. And then this. We put him in the trolley. And then the intruder opened the door. Definitely. And there we go.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimahir went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimahir inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimahir had the key in his shack.
Yes,
Remarkable.
absolutely.
It makes total sense. Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Now let's talk to the owner again. Mr. Stenwick. We are here.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
Exactly. Kimia was intoxicated. Someone had eyes on Kimia. Cart tracks dotted the yard.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimahir. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimahir's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimahir never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
This guy is really getting on the nerves.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimahir was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimahir's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimahir, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
When did you call me? Yes, what did you call me? Do it yourself then. Yes, he's getting into the nerves.
Truly, there is no better evidence of a man's nature than the way he treats those who help him. And you, sir, are a brute. The cruelty of your ignorance about the Maori people, your selfish attitude to a man's kidnapping.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
So we got the key. Let's open the gate. If we can open it. Let's go. Oh, so the card was taken. Trial leads to... Something happened here. Okay, so
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair.
he opened him here and maybe shifted to the another vehicle.
A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
There must be something inside, yes.
Roy Soulsby. Could that be the name of our man? Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say
Roy
saltpeter.
Soulsby.
Then we're in agreement. Well done. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimahia's cart, I gather.
From here, they are gone, I guess. Okay.
Yes, Denwick is no angel, but he's one of my few clients. Please, try to remain courteous.
Let's talk to him.
Are you able to help me?
I don't think anyone here knows the answer. You should ask someone else.
Okay. So he is not gonna help. We got something here. So calling card. Yes. This is not the feature. Each wallet. Chewing tobacco is the feature. Wallet. Sailor knot. Okay. Kimia was kidnapped by a sailor. Abductor is sailor. A particular knot, a spyglass, and a footprints of a working man's boot. They all add up to the one conclusion. Kimia abductor is sailor. Okay. Now we can do this, I guess. Where does Kimia trial leads? Wallet. Chewing tobacco. Calling card. This guy has taken. Abductor's trial. Wallet. Sailor's knot. Diagnose. What could be more? Where does the trial lead? Cloth in the chimney. Outside. Okay, yes. There we go. We know that, yes. There is no time to lose. It's vital we find a cab to the port of London immediately. Yes. There was a recent accident of port of London. Everything suggests that to find him, we must lead to the... Okay. Ah.
The
So
strand proved not so useless after all. The saltpeter accident. Doctor, do you recall?
The Port of London, of course. The footwear, the spyglass.
Indeed. We shall need to take a cab there.
If you find my man, I have a marvelous whiskey with your name on it.
He is not ready to talk. He suggested to find we must lead to the port of London. Okay. Yeah, there was a cart outside. Let's take that. Okay, we cannot take that. Depart this location.
Where to, Gav? The Port of London, please. I will show you where to stop.
So we completed the first chapter and this is it for now. I don't want to make it a long video. So thank you guys. If you guys have enjoyed it, comment me if you guys want it more. And this is the remake of this game. This is really good. This is Baaz. I am signing off.